everybody, this is Brenda. I have Jack Rosa here with me. He is our current coroner for Stark County, and he is also running for sheriff. Jack, when did you guys move here?
We moved here in 2014.
And it's you and your wife Gail, correct?
That's correct.
Wonderful. Now, how did you decide to move to Stark County?
We had a case that I had worked that had brought us down here, and we just fell in love with the area.
And you had also been here to visit Kirstings throughout the years.
Oh my gosh, probably since the 70s or the 80s. Because of this museum and all the little things they have there. We love it there.
Yeah, I was just there last week doing one of these with Sandy Rudd.
Yeah.
She did a wonderful job for us. Now, you go to church here in Stark County. You live in Stark County. Tell us a little about what you do here.
Well, we're members of Our Redeemer Church here in Knox. We try to invest a lot of time and effort into our community. We love it here. We were just talking, I don't see any reason that I would ever leave here. The way our property is and everything, we have a really, really nice place.
Yeah, Stark County's a beautiful place
Yes,
to live, to visit. It's just beautiful.
Right. I wish we could have raised our kids there. I mean, they would have been good.
Yeah. Now, you decided to run for sheriff. What is your plans for the jail if you are elected?
Well, the jail has a lot of good programs that are going on right now that Sheriff Doolin has implemented, and I think the jail is actually run very well. I would like to enhance some of the programs they have, but I would not change any of the programs they have. I would like to get a college in there, to maybe a trade school type, like Ivy Tech or something like that, to give guys a chance and the gals a chance once they get out of there to end up being productive citizens. I mean, it doesn't do any good for them just to sit there and do nothing all day. If you can plant a little bit of will into them, I think that the community will definitely benefit from that.
Yeah.
We have talked with several different outfits about the possibility of a work release center. That would be a long-term project, but that's something that we would definitely look at, because every place you go, somebody's looking for help in Stark County, and you have guys sitting out there doing nothing. And I think it would be an investment in the community. I just don't know if we could get that kind of funding that would be necessary for that, but we would try for sure.
Right. Now, speaking of funding, you had mentioned something about implementing a drug task force and how that can bring some funding into the community.
Right. We need it. We definitely need a drug task force. As currently the county coroner, I mean, we see drug overdoses all the time, and sometimes the cause of death isn't directly related to a drug overdose, but it's definitely a contributing factor.
Right.
So I would like to develop a drug task force, either be one of our own or start one with some of the other communities. We would, and there's a possibility when you make a major drug seizure, then Stark County would get a portion of that money. I'd also like to see if we could get some HIDA funding, which I know that they're working on right now. But I do have some pretty good connections in HIDA and just the federal law enforcement community itself, that I think I might be able to bring in some more assets to the county.
Yes. And then you were also, you have a very extensive law enforcement history. Could you give us a quick overview of that?
Yeah, I got hired in Kokomo as a jailer and a radio dispatcher. I then went to the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, and I was there a little over 10 years. And I was a road deputy, supervisor, narcotics guy, detective. I was a little bit of everything. And then in 1990, I got an opportunity to be hired by the United States Marshal Service. And I worked there from January of 90 to December of 2012. When I left that current position, or that current agency, I was an inspector, and that meant that I was the street supervisor for the Safe Streets Drug Task Force out of Chicago. And we arrested a lot of bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a lot of knowledge. I have a very wide spectrum of knowledge of police work.
Okay. Now, crime scene investigating. I understand that you are interested in getting some training.
I as a deputy sheriff, I was a crime scene investigator.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we should have our own, and whether that be just the sheriff's department or something that was augmented by the North Judson or Knox or Hamlet, we need our own guys. It's I mean, if you had a horrific case, I could see calling in the state police, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't investigate our own crimes.
That's a good idea. I think that's a great idea. Now, I see you're wearing the red shirt. Does that mean you are a Republican?
Yes, I am. I am a Republican, a lifelong Republican.
Okay. And you're also a member of ABATE?
I am a member of ABATE and a lifetime member of NRA.
Yes. Okay. So I think that's all the questions that I have for you today, but you are going to be attending a meet and greet of yours Saturday at Bigsby Coffee and Bailey's.
Yes.
And that's from
9 to 12.
Okay.
And then we'll have a list. There's several other events that we're planning, and we'll have a list of those with the dates and times.
Yes, and if you get me those, I will send them out to our chamber members. I do our monthly newsletter. We also have on April 18th our Vote Informed Meet the Candidate night, and you will be in attendance. I believe that all of our sheriff candidates are planning on attending. It is not a debate style. It's going to be, if anybody has any questions that they have for you or in general, they can send it in to us in written form so that we know that we're not getting anything that's just trying to cause problems, but the questions that people really want answers to. So thank you.
I'm looking forward to it. It was very nice meeting you.
You too. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.